Hello again and good morning. How are you today? It's a pleasure once again, una vez más. Once again, it's a pleasure to be here. Yeah. Una vez más puede ser once again y puede ser one more time. Yeah. Es un placer de nuevo, o sea, una vez más es un placer estar aquí. Once again, it's a pleasure. Ahora, vamos a hacerlo una vez más, por favor. Let's do it one more time. Dámelo una vez más. Give it to me one more time, Freddie Mercury. Okay, once again, it's a pleasure to be here. Class number 1033. Gain fluency, page 69, the fourth paragraph. Paragraph number 614. You'll make a great sales manager. Serás un gran director comercial. Curiosamente en inglés se dice tú harás, o sea, llegarás a ser, tú harás. You'll make, which means now the person is not a great sales manager, but in time the person will become a great sales manager. You'll make a great sales manager. You'll make. Curioso uso del verbo to make aquí. Llegarás a ser. You'll make a great sales manager. Don't worry. Está preocupado. Le han nombrado jefe, director comercial y nunca ha vendido nada. Huh? Me? Sales manager? Are you crazy? I've never sold a pen. I've not even sold a pencil in my life. Don't worry. You'll make a great sales manager. You may not have have any sales experience. Puede que no tengas experiencia en ventas. You may not. No hay contracción aquí, no se dice mayn't. Puede que no tengas, es posible que no tengas. You may not have any sales experience, but I can assure you, te puedo asegurar, I can assure you that you'll learn quickly and become the best sales manager in our history. Wow, vaya predicción. That's a big prediction. You'll become, but I can assure you, okay, that you'll learn quickly and become the best sales manager in the history of our company. Yeah. You'll make a great sales manager, don't worry. You'll make a great well, what's the problem? I don't know, you're a sales manager. You'll make a great sales manager, don't worry. Yes, you may not have any experience in sales. But I assure you that you'll learn quickly. Aprenderás rápidamente. But I assure you, or I can, puedo asegurarte, no te aseguro. But I can assure you. Otra vez, frase socorrida, frasecita, I can assure you, te puedo asegurar. I can assure you that you'll learn quickly and become the best sales manager in our history. All right, my optimismo. Huh? Yeah. All right, the next one, 615. Yeah, 615. Micro paragraph 615. Page 69. Make sure you haven't left, this is true. Make sure you haven't left any of your belongings. Make sure you haven't left any belongings. To belong is pertenecer. Pertenezco a un club. I belong to a club. Yes. I belong. Belongings son pertenencias. Cosas que te pertenecen. And always, when the plane is landing, the flight attendant says, make sure you don't leave any belongings, etc., etc. ¿Te suena? Yeah. No, you don't leave any tus pertenencias. Okay. Make sure you haven't left any belongings. People are always leaving things under the seat in front of them or in the overhead compartment. Fijaos, usando el presente continuo, la gente siempre se está dejando cosas. It's interesting. In Spanish and in English, it's the same. If we use the present simple, la gente siempre se deja cosas. People always leave things. Parece un hecho. Ahora, si lo pones en continuo, la gente siempre se está dejando cosas. Parece casi una queja más que un hecho. Yeah. Mi mujer siempre se queja del calor. Okay, it's a fact. My wife always complains about the heat. Which is not true, by the way. My wife always complains. Ahora, mi mujer siempre se está quejando del calor. It's different, I can see. It's different. She's always complaining. Always complaining. My wife is always complaining about the heat. Air conditioning. Air conditioning. But my wife has a very small margin. If it's 22 degrees, I can't cut off. If it's 18 degrees, so there's a very small margin of comfort, all right? Which is not true for my wife. It's true for other women more than men. Okay. Let's see, make sure, this is interesting, porque es verdad, make sure you haven't left any belongings. People are always leaving things under the seat in front of them, debajo del asiento delante, or in the overhead compartment. The overhead compartment. Yes. We have a warehouse with over 20,000 items. Tenemos un almacén con más de 20,000 artículos dejados. This is true, by the way. It's incredible. Yeah. Once when I flew to China from Madrid, Beijing, I arrived in Beijing, and there was a problem with my visa, el visado, and I couldn't go in. So I was in the airport, in the international part of the airport, for about 7 hours, waiting, and a Chinese lady, during the night, es durante la noche, organized a solution for me. Eso se llama amor, true love, amor verdadero. She organized a solution for me. In those 7 hours. And when I left, first the security guard was surprised. Whoa, my God, solved. But then my luggage, my bags. And so I couldn't, but they said, no, you go back into that room. So, maleta sin reclamar. And I went to that room, no sé, 500. Wow. And I spent maybe 20 minutes looking for my bag. I had only one bag, looking for my bag. I found it. All right. And there were 500 probably. It's incredible. All right. But in any case, make sure, asegúrense, make sure you haven't left any belongings. People are always leaving things under the seat in front of them or in the overhead compartment. We have a warehouse. Warehouse is un almacén. Warehouse. We have a warehouse with over 20,000 items. All right. The next one, paragraph 616, Capicúa de nuevo. Most of the students didn't read the instructions. This is true. This is incredible. This is really, really good. Yo creo que he contado esta historia alguna vez. Yeah. Here. I mean, this is class number 1033. He dicho de todo. It's nothing. No tengo nada nuevo. Yeah. It becomes repetitive. Okay. Most of the students didn't read the instructions and went straight to the first question and then all the rest. However, the instructions said to only answer the first 3 questions. All right. This is sexto de primaria, 6th grade. in primary school. And the teacher handed out, tests with 20 questions, or 30, I think 30 questions. And with instructions. Instructions were about 3 or 4 lines, okay. But the first question was, write your name at the top. And I wrote my name. The next question, put your age at the bottom. 12 años, at the bottom. So it was just very clear. Simple question, but I didn't read the instructions. And I continued. And the questions became strange. Stand up and point at the door. Next one. Look at the ceiling. No, put your hands, clap your hands and look at the ceiling. And so all the students except one, éramos 35, all the students except one were doing all these crazy things. And it was funny. I mean, we enjoyed it. But one student got up after about 30 seconds and returned the test to the teacher. And all the other students were looking at him. Why? Because the instruction said, please read every question before starting. Before starting, please read every question. Now, the last question was, después de leer estas preguntas, vuelvan al principio y solo contesten los primeros dos. Nobody except one student followed the instruction and read every one of them first before answering. You see. It said, I mean, now I remember, I read the instructions and read all of the questions on the exam before starting. But the first question was, write your name at the top. And the second, write your age at the bottom. So I just blew it off. I forgot about it. And 34 of the 35 students didn't follow the instructions, except one. And the teacher said, okay, now you understand the importance of instructions. You just lost 10 minutes of your time and you did silly things because you didn't read the instructions. Because the last sentence says, now that you have read all of the sentences, please go back and answer only the first 2. Your name and your age. Yes, aprendemos lecciones a veces. All right, pero aún así, saltamos. Sometimes we don't pay attention to the instructions. We try to go straight to the thing. Most of the students, vivo en Móstoles. Okay, most of the students, la mayoría de los estudiantes, most of the students didn't read the instructions and went straight to the first question and then all the rest. However, the instructions said to only answer the first 3 questions. All right, very good. When I was 17, it was a very good year. It's a song by Frank Sinatra. ¿No te suena? No? It's a beautiful song. Es la canción más nostálgica que he oído en mi vida. Nostalgic. Yes. He says, when I was 17, era buen año. Fue un buen año. It was a very good year. When I was 21, it was a very good year. When I was 35, it was a very good year. Y ahora estoy en el otoño de mi vida. Okay, now the days are short. I'm in the autumn of the year. It's very nostalgic. And when I think back, como vino añejo, de buenas barricas, la vida. All right. It's a very, very good song. But this is not the song. When I was 17, okay. When I was 17, I took, this is true. ¿Será posible? This is true. This is true. When I was 17, I took a speed reading course. Estaba de moda. Hay modas. Primero for yoga y luego tai chi. And everybody does Tai Chi. And then everybody does something else. Meditation, transcendental meditation. Everybody's doing, these things become fads. A fad is una moda pasajera. A fad. All right. And when I was a teenager, there was a fad. Lectura veloz. To learn how to read quickly. And there are tricks. Because when you look at the text, you look at the first word, but if you turn it upside down and look at the text, your eyes capture the entire text. Your eyes absorb the whole, not items. And that's what you have to do. To read, bam, 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 in photografias, bam, bam. And you read this way. That's speed reading. But it's not true. It doesn't work. But in any case, I took a speed reading course when I was 17. Siempre hacía cosas así. Siempre. Why not? And this is what happened. Pero he cambiado el nombre. Aquí. When I was 17, hacer un curso es tomar un curso en inglés. When I was 17, I took a speed reading, lectura veloz, speed reading course. I remember in his introduction on the first day, the teacher said a man by the name of Freddie Smith had read War and Peace in 20 minutes. Leer Guerra y Paz en 20 minutos. Ni puedo pasar las páginas tan rápidamente. 20 minutes. Yeah. He said that. But it's interesting. I changed the name to Freddie Smith. But what I remember was the teacher said, Tommy Vaughan. That's my father's name. Tomás Vaughan. Tommy Vaughan. He said, and he said from the University of Texas. That's a little raro, eh? Tommy Vaughan. My father and my mother attended the University of Texas. Now, at that time, I was living in Oklahoma, in Tulsa. And so I took the speed reading course, and on the first day, in the introduction, the teacher said, a fellow by the name of Tommy Vaughan at the University of Texas read War and Peace in 20 minutes, and then answered questions about the text correctly, and even asked some questions. All right. I don't believe it. But in any case, when I was 17, I took a speed reading course. I remember in his introduction on the first day, the teacher said a man by the name, un señor, de nombre o llamado Freddie Smith, no Tommy Vaughan aquí. A teacher said a man by the name. Conozco a alguien de nombre Pedro. I know a person by the name of Freddie Smith had read Guerra y Paz, War and Peace in 20 seconds. I don't believe it. How much time do we have? Oh, we still have some time. I'm going to finish this page. Why not? Nos queda Philip Johnson con su problema con George Clooney. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows? I want to finish this book. In any case, son 1000 párrafos. Dios mío, it's a lot. We're progressing. R. Eso se llama perseverancia. Perseverance. To persevere. Okay. Este soy yo, siempre. Keep reminding me. Don't worry. Ponte pesado conmigo si quieres. Pero no para de recordármelo. Porque siempre me olvido. Keep reminding me. Keep es continúa recordándome. No pares de. El keep, más que continuar, es no parar. Yeah. Qué pesada es esa, es la vecina. Continúa molestándome a diario. Es correcto, continúa, pero no tiene fuerza. No para de molestarme, día tras día. Es que R. She comes to my house. Richard, yeah, Yes, Hortensia. Do you have salt? Any salt? Salt? Yeah, I've run out of salt. Te has quedado sin sal en casa. Okay, here's some salt. And then I come to, hey, Richard, Hortensia, yeah. Do you have any sugar? Sugar? Yesterday was salt. Yeah, but today I've run out of sugar. Yeah, I think Hortensia wants me to invite her into the house. Nope, sorry. Okay, sorry, Hortensia. I'm not on the market. No estoy en el mercado. I'm not, se dice on, eh? En este caso, on the market. I'm not on the market means I'm not available, Hortensia. Okay, keep reminding me. Sigue, no pares de recordármelo. Keep reminding me. Don't worry. Pero es que, Richard, no quiero ponerme pesada. Ponte pesada conmigo. Yeah, keep reminding me. Esto lo digo a la gente. ¿Te lo he dicho alguna vez? No. I do. I tell people, escríbeme. Y escríbeme una vez cada 2 días. Hasta que, just keep writing to me. Keep writing to me. And finally I'll do it. I'll do it. Because I always forget certain things. Other things I don't forget. Keep reminding me, don't worry, I'm very forgetful. I am very forgetful. Olvidadizo. Despistado. Despistado es absent-minded, mente ausente. Que también suele ser forgetful. I'm very forgetful and I need people to remind me of the things I need to do. I don't have a secretary to manage my agenda, so I need reminders. Yes. I don't have a secretary to manage my agenda. Gestionar mi agenda. I don't have a secretary to manage my agenda. So, necesito recordatorios. I need reminders. And you are one of my reminders. Keep reminding me. Don't worry. I'm very forgetful. Are you a forgetful person? Me, yes, I'm a forgetful person. I forget things that are not immediate and very, very important. I forget the others. Oh no, tengo que pagar a la universidad, las tasas. I have to, this is true, I have to pay them. October now. And I haven't done, I keep forgetting. Sigo olvidándome. I keep forgetting to do it. All right? So I need a reminder. ¿Me puedes recordar? Can you remind me? Yes, I'm very forgetful. And I need people to remind me of the things I need to do. I need dos veces aquí. I need people to remind. Necesito que la gente me recuerde de cosas que necesito hacer. I need people to remind me of the things I need to do. En inglés, te recuerdas a alguien de hacer algo. To remind him, no, a hacer algo. Remind him to do something. Remind me of what I need to do. All right. Me recuerdas un antiguo amigo mío. Eso es remind of. You remind me of an old friend of mine. Okay, the next one. 619, almost at the bottom of page 69. 8 out of 10 people in Europe live in flats. True. In the US, 8 out of 10 people live in houses with a front yard and a backyard. It's a very different approach on each side of the Atlantic. Eso es cierto. It's interesting. It's just completely different. 8 cada 10 personas en Europa viven en pisos o apartamentos. Yeah, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 people in Europe live in flats. 8 out of 10 in the US, in la US, United States. In the US, 8 out of 10 people live in houses with a front yard and a backyard. Jardín delante, jardín detrás. It's a very different approach on each side of the Atlantic. This is an interesting question. Which do you prefer? Which would you prefer? Well, many times people who have grown up in the city with asphalt dream of having a house, private house with a garden, a yard in the back, maybe a swimming pool. They dream of the American-style house. Whereas people who grow up in a house enjoy the asphalt of the city. I live in the center of the city, and I have always lived in Madrid, in the city, casco, la almendra, como dicen, all right? And so I prefer that, because when I go out, there's a pharmacy, a bar, a restaurant, everywhere, everything. Metro, bus. It's very convenient. Now to live outside of the city, you need your car, always. In the United States, the car is essential, except in New York City. But in the rest of the cities in America, you need a car. You absolutely have to have a car. If you don't have a car, you're dead. You're dead. And I'm out of time again. I didn't finish this page. I'll have to finish this page tomorrow. Doesn't matter. See you tomorrow.